Hello everybody, my name is John Freddy Cortez Cortez, and I'm going to show you how to the answer, about the last task, the final exam of the material design for face-to-face environments. So we had three questions, and so I'm going to start to answer one by one. So the first one is, how would you use a video to teach in a face-to-face environment? Um, so I'm going to answer one part of the question, and the end I'm going to show you how to do it, or how to this is this how to develop this question. Okay. So the first part, I use it. I record a video, and the video talk about one tense, one grammar tense. Okay. So I'm going to answer the second question. The second question talk about what language skill would you practice by using this tool in face-to-face classes, and how would you do it? What language skill? I think we could use all the language skills using videos. Yes. For example, we can use speaking, listening, reading, and grammar. We can use all the skills using videos. So in my case, I work in English Institute, and I use videos all time. So it's important. For example, I think the most common use is in listening classes, because in listening classes you start. For example, you can put a English song, yes, and you will you you show them like the lyrics version. You teach them new words, and you could later you can do an activity that they how do you say, fill out blanket yes, blankets with spaces. So or gaps, excuse me, the word is gaps, I forget this word. So, and then and what else? Yes, with the listening class is the many ways to use it. You could put you put um, any any you put it any video, yes, and you put they have to comp how do you say, comprehension about this video. Yes, that is the in a listening, the listening skills, the skill when we use a video. The other could be in reading. For example, in reading, I have a really good in YouTube. There is a, a a channel. The channel is Learning English Through Stories. In this channel, you could use you can see, you could read a short stories, maybe around mid stories that starts from 10 minutes until 1.5, and you the lyrics or the letter, and they have a announcer who is reading the at the same time you are reading, and he is reading the story, right? And he is a really good exercise, because in between you are practicing your reading, at the same time you are practicing your listening. Okay. And grammar, how to explain grammar, uh, is the in my case, that the way that using the first question, I explain a unit. I record a video and I explain a unit, and how I explain how I teach a class. Yes, and that is the most simple way. But for example, you can see many videos, and there are many teachers that they are explaining all the tenses, and many different uh, things in English, right? Is really useful, this part. I think the most complicated is in a speaking or a conversation, because so in that case you can how do you say, you can have really a real conversation. Yes, for how could we use that? Maybe so you record a video and you record some questions, and the students heard, they could hear the questions or listen the questions and answer, but in that is I think is the this is the, it could be disadvantage, it is not in a real time. Yes, I think is the maybe is the less useful skill, but anyway we can use it. Okay, so the last I think is that's all about this question. And the last part is says name three advantages and three disadvantages of using videos in a face-to-face environment. Okay, so I think one advantage is that you break the traditional class. For that reason, it could be motivating. The students could be exciting, and yes, because it's not a normal class. No, it's always board and teacher and marker. Yes, uh, maybe it could be more. It could be more motivating for them. And the second advantage, when you use a video line, this maybe you give them to like homework, something like this. You record a video and they have to watch the video. Um, the advantage is the stop video. They could stop it and repeat it over and over until the student understand the topic. This is a big advantage. And the other is maybe sometimes students they are be shy to ask if they don't understand something, because they say no, uh, my my classmates they could bother me, or they could um, make jokes uh, because the topic could be so easy, and they maybe they feel a little fool or a little silly, but yes, and it is a big advantage because they could check again and check it again until they understand. And other advantage, the last one advantage, exists some materials that uh, they are so didactic and understandable than the teacher explanation. Maybe suppose in a history class, in a I don't know, they are talking about maybe the Boyacá battle, for example. Yes, and exist some videos there they show explain better than a teacher stand up and start to talk and talk and talk about the history, and maybe the students start to get sleep or something like that, or they yes they fall asleep because the voice of the teacher is not so excited. Yes, and also they are listening us, or they are hearing us all time. Yes, and a good video and good didactic video could be better than our explanation in that case. So I'm going to talk about advantages. I think one disadvantage is the distraction, because when you put a video there are distractions. Suppose there material, yes, and they start to laugh at the beginning, and later they they are not focused, because they start to talk about they start to talk about each other about the joke that they receive in the video. Yes, that could be a disadvantage. Yes, for that reason it's so important that maybe we check the materials before to put or before to show them the a video. And other, if that maybe in an online homework or something like this, the student doesn't understand, and they this she or he uh, couldn't ask, yes, because they don't have the physical teacher at this moment, yes. And also if they have an extra adapt, it's the same, they couldn't act at that moment, yes. I think is one of other disadvantage. The most the technical problems, because for example we are showing a video and maybe the light off, yes, we have we couldn't show the video at this moment. And other is advantage is that all the schools, they don't have the the complete requirements about all, all the materials to show videos, for example video beams or computers, depending on the place we are working. Okay, that's all. Thank you so much. At the end of the video I'm going to show you the other part of the first uh, the first question, the answer of the first question. Okay, thank you so much. Bye, see you guys. Hi, my name is John Freddy Cortez. I'm going to explain you the simple present tense. Okay, first of all, I'm going to explain you the simple present is a routine tense. So later I'm going to explain you better this part. So in the simple present we have two auxiliaries. The auxiliary do and the auxiliary does. We use the auxiliary do when we use no third person in the sentence. So in that case, I, you, we, and they. And we use the auxiliary does when we use she, he, and it. And other thing that is so important is that the auxiliary do and auxiliary does, they only appear in the negative and interrogative sentence. In the affirmative, they don't have to appear. Okay, so I'll show you something. I'm going to explain you the tense, but I'm going to divide in divide in two structures. I like to do like this because I like to explain. I usually explain my students that this way because I explain them first of all no third person and later the third person. So here, so I'm going to use first of all no third person. So affirmative sentence, we're going to use subject plus verb plus complement. You see, the example is they work every day. Or another example is we eat pizza every Sunday. Yes, you see. I'm going to show you how to change to interrogative, to negative, excuse me. In the negative sentence, we put subject plus auxiliary. In that case, the auxiliary, remember, is do, plus not plus verb plus complement. So in that case, they do not work every day. You see, we follow the structure always. Here in the affirmative and the negative, we follow the structure: subject, auxiliaries do, not, work, that is the verb, and the complement every day. Yes, and the other sentence is the same. Yes, you see, we don't eat pizza every Sunday. In that case, I joined the two words, do and not. I did a contraction. Yes, you see, we don't eat pizza every Sunday. So in the interrogative sentence is similar, but I'm going to change the order. I'm going to put first of all the auxiliary and second the subject. Do they work every day? Do we eat pizza every Sunday? You see? So now I'm going to explain you as third person. I like to explain third person with the same example, because you can check the difference between both cases. So in that case, you see, the affirmative sentence is subject plus verb. In the rule, because it's third person, we have to add s. Yes, that normally or usually the most of times we have to add s, but exist some rules. I'm going to explain you later these rules, because we have to, sometimes we have to add es, or sometimes es. Yes, is I'm going to explain you later. So in that case, and I change the subject. Yes, here is they, and here I changed for she, third person. So in that case, she works because it's third person, every day. He eats pizza every Sunday. You see? Okay, so the negative sentences, check. Subject plus auxiliary. In that case, remember the auxiliary is does, plus not, plus verb, plus complement. So she does not work every day. Here in the second sentence, I made the contraction, doesn't. Yes, he doesn't eat pizza every Sunday. In the interrogative sentence, I changed the order, is similar. Yes, you see, does subject plus verb plus complement. Does she work every day? Does he eat pizza every Sunday? So I want to check this part. Yes, so see, here in the affirmative I add s, but in the negative no. Why? Because the auxiliary does appear. For that reason, I have to erase the s, or I have to return the verb in its normal statement. Yes. Okay, so the next sentence, I'm going to explain your rules, how to use the s. Remember, these rules is only for third person, she, he, and it. So the first rule say this: verbs which finish, which ends in letters sh, ch, double s, s, o, x, or z, we have to add es. In that case, you see, the verb wash, I change the in third person, the verb washes. Yes, you see, fix, fixes, go, goes. Yes, they follow the rules. In that case, I put an example: she goes to the doctor. Yes, because it's third person. But suppose I'm going to change something. Let me show you something here. I'm going to change the subject for they. Yes, because I put they, we can't add the s. Yes, the sentence will be the verb returning the normal statement. They go to the doctor. Yes, so I'm going to put again the same way. Okay, like this. Okay, the second rule is with the verb ends in a consonant plus y. You see, in that case, the verb study finish in the letter Y, but before the Y exists our consonant, in that case is D. Yes, for that reason, and it follows the rule. Yes, for that reason, study change to studies. So what we're going to do, we have to erase the letter Y and put the letter I. Yes, we change the Y for the letter I and add yes. Yes, studies. Cry, cries. Dry, dries. The example, he studies English. Yes, you see? Okay, so I'm going to show you the third rule. The third rule is for the verb tener. Remember, the verb tener in English is have. So the verb have changed to has. Yes, have, has. So the example, she has a baby. Yes, but suppose we're going to use the verb, the subject we. Yes, we have a baby is different because we, it isn't third person. So, and the last rule is the obviously rule. The most of the verbs, yes, we only have to add s. Yes. So, for example, take, takes, swim, swims, write, write. Any verb that doesn't accomplish the first three rules, we have to put s. Yes, that is the most of the verbs. So in that case, the example, she takes the yellow bus every morning. Yes, you see? Okay, so next slide. So here for me, that is the most difficult exercise. My students usually confuse a lot with this exercise. When they solve this exercise, they understand the tense, the simple present tense. So in that case, the example is excuse me, ellos hacen su tarea. So you see, we follow the sentence, affirmative sentence, subject, verb plus complement. So you see, they. Remember the verb do? Yes, is the verbo hacer in Spanish, but we can't confuse the verb do with the auxiliary do. Yes, we have to understand this part. They do their homework. Yes, they do their homework. In that case, do is a verb. Yes, subject, verb, complement. So I'm going to change to negative. Remember, we have to follow the sentence, the structure, excuse me. Subject plus auxiliary plus not plus verb plus complement. So in that case, they don't do. Yes, we have to repeat the do. My students usually made this mistake. They put like this, they don't their homework. That is a big mistake because they forget the verb. Okay, so in the interrogative it's the same. We can't confuse the auxiliary with the verb. Yes, first of all, do they do their homework? In that case, I put the auxiliaries with red color for highlight them. Okay, so in that case, in third person is similar. Él hace su tarea. So subject plus verb, we have to add the s plus complement. So he does his homework. Why does? Because remember, the verb do, in that case, remember, do is a verb, ends in the letter O. Yes, if we return in the rules was here. Yes, you see, O, finishing O, we have to add es. For that reason, the verb changed to does. He does his homework. So in the negative sentence is subject plus auxiliary plus not plus verb plus complement. Yes, the verb returns in in the its normal statement. So in that case, he doesn't do his homework. Doesn't is the auxiliary, and we add the s here. For that reason, the verb returns in its normal statement. Do his homework. So in the interrogative is similar. First the auxiliary, second verb, the subject after verb, and that's when the complement. Does he do his homework? You see? Okay. He does his homework. He doesn't do his homework. Does he do his homework? Okay. So, and this is other kind of problem. The students they usually confuse the present simple with the present progressive. Remember, the simple present tense is a routine tense. The action is done at the in the present or at the present. Sorry, he put here me. Yes, but it isn't done in the moment. Yes, for example, I can say I play soccer every Sunday. Yes, or I play soccer every morning. Yes, but in this moment I am not playing soccer. Yes, because I am doing the activity. Yes, it's my present. Okay. Meanwhile, in the present progressive, the action is done in the moment. When you say he's playing soccer, yes, it's because this man is playing in this moment, or this man has a ball in how do you say that, on his feet in this moment, or he's kicking the kicking the ball. Yes, is the moment is different. Okay, bye guys, I hope you enjoyed this activity, or this explanation is better to say. Okay, bye, see you.